Hello guys, this is Silva here again. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys another powerful boom and crash strategy, and this is a spy catching strategy. Okay, so without wasting much of our time, I'm going to quickly share with you guys the indicator setup, and then after that I'll be explaining how the strategy works. Okay, the first thing you have to do here is to click on this F icon. After clicking on that, we are going to be adding our Bollinger band, which is the first indicator. Okay, so you click on this plus icon, you search for your Bollinger band. Okay, so these are the properties. The period is 20, shift is 0, deviation we have 2.000, apply to its close, the level you leave it as it is, time frame is all time frame, the style you make the color green, 3 pixel, and you click on done. All right, so once you click on done, you are going to have this three line here added to your chart. All right, now the next indicator we have here is the envelope. All right, the envelope, so you have to click on this plus. All right, before we add the envelope, okay, there is one thing you need to do. All right, you are going to first of all add relative strength index. Okay, so take note of that. You click on this plus icon, you search for your relative strength index, right? These are the setup. Okay, so make sure you take a screenshot of this. All right, after you add the relative strength index, you make the period 1, apply to its close, the level you can use any level of your choice. Okay, because we are still going to delete the relative strength index. Okay, so you just set everything the way it is now. All right, or you can use the default setting. All right, so after that you click on done. Now, after you add the relative strength index, you are going to search for the envelope next. Okay, you search for the envelope and then you click on it. All right, so once you add the relative strength index, the window 1 here is going to be formed. All right, so you click on this plus icon, then you search for your envelope. All right, and add it under the relative strength index. Okay, I think I should just do it so that you understand what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm going to delete this now. All right, so now after adding the Bollinger band, you search for your relative strength index. Right, you add it using the same setup. All right, you add your relative strength index, you're going to have something like this on your chart. Then you search for, you click on this plus icon like this, you search for your envelope. All right, so here is the envelope. All right, so these are the properties. The period is 70, shift is 0, deviation is 0.900, method is simple, apply to its close. All right, the level you leave it as this, time frame is all time frame. Now the style, the upper band is color red, 3 pixel, the lower band is color green, 3 pixel. Right, after that you click on done. Now the envelope has been added. You can see this red and green line here. Right, now the next indicator we have is moving average. So you click on this plus icon again, you search for your moving average. Right, so the properties, you make it period 10, shift is 0, method is exponential, apply to its close, the level you leave it as it is, time frame is all time frame, the style you make it color yellow, 4 pixel, and you click on done. Right, so once you add it, you are going to have something like this. Now you delete the relative strength index. Okay, we don't need it. All right, so now you are going to have something like this. All right, so that is how you set up the indicator. Okay, now with that out of the way, I'll be explaining how the strategy works. Okay, but before I do that, I want to quickly remind you guys about the powerful boom and crash strategy, which I've been giving out to my subscribers. It's a VIP strategy for growing as little as a $5 account. Okay, so if you're a beginner and you have been blowing your account, then you need to come for this strategy. Okay, even a beginner can use this strategy I'm talking about. Okay, so I don't want to talk much about it. All right, so if you're interested, you check the description of this video, you are going to see my WhatsApp contact there. Make sure to message me and we'll discuss on how you get the strategy. Okay, so now back to the topic of the day, which is this strategy here. All right, now this is how the strategy work. All right, it's a spike catching strategy, just like I said earlier. Now we wait for this yellow line here. You wait for this yellow line here to get to the red line. All right, so once it gets to this red line, it means that price has gotten to the overbought level. All right, now the next thing you have to do is to wait for a spike to occur in the market. All right, so you you are going to be observing the main chart, right? So once there's a spike and you see it break below this middle Bollinger Band line here on the main chart, once there's a spike and it break below this, it means that there's more spike coming. Okay, so once you see this, get to this area, make sure it's touching the red line, guys. Make sure it's touching the red line. So once you see that, you wait for this to break below the middle Bollinger Band line. So once you see that, you go in immediately for your spike. Okay, this is a spike catching strategy. You go in around this area, immediately the spike happen. All right, so you go in around this area here, immediately the spike happen, and then your stop loss, it's supposed to be above this area here, right? So once you place your stop loss, the TP, you are going to wait for this yellow line here to get to the oversold level, which is our green line here. All right, so once this yellow line gets to this area, you exit the market. Okay, it's as simple as that. So this is how powerful the strategy is. Once it gets to this area, just know that there's more spike coming. All right, you take your entry, you wait for it to get there, and you can milk your money. Okay, you can see that. So that is how the strategy works. Okay, you can see here, immediately it touches, there was spike. All right, and it continue going down. All right, so that is how the strategy works. So what I want you guys to do now is to make sure you practice very well with this strategy. Once you have practiced and you see that it's working for you perfectly, then you can decide to put in your hard-earned money. Okay, make sure you practice with it very well. Don't just take my words for it. Put in the work and see that it's working for you before you trade it. Okay, so I think that's going to be all. I don't want this video to be too long. Okay, so I will just stop here with this one example. Okay, it's up to you now to just put in the work and test the strategy out for yourself. All right, so for those of you who are just coming across my channel, please make sure to subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that whenever I post a powerful strategy like this, you get notified immediately. And to my returning viewers, you are welcome back. Okay, before I go, I want to quickly remind you guys about the Telegram channel. All right, the link is in the description of this video. For those of you who have not joined my Telegram channel, all right, there are a lot of goodies coming up. Okay, I know I've been absent for a while, but there's something cooking. Okay, so make sure to join and you won't miss out. Okay, so that is it, guys. I'll be seeing you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Silver out.